Why hello there sports fans. I am taking a little trip down memory lane today. Just looking back on some of my previous adventures, and I thought I'd put together the top 5 camping locations from its ventures so far. Right, so coming in at number 5 is my Egypt Bay camp. So we all met up for Luke, the Real Travelling Amigos birthday party. I met some great YouTubers.
Scatman Steve here.
It's Wandering Monk here.
It was a lovely location on the Thames estuary in Kent. I'd known about the spot for a while, so when Tom Outdoors, who had arranged it, invited me, I couldn't say no. It was a lovely little adventure, great spot with great company. Yeah, look. Number 4, walk and camp for the summer solstice at Chanterbury Rings. What a great evening that was. I love Chanterbury Ring and I've always wanted to camp there for the summer solstice. We also met a few familiar faces, like Tom Outdoors was there, and we watched the sunset together. I got up really early in the morning and watched an absolutely beautiful sunrise. The weather wasn't the best, but it was well worth waking up for. The place is magical and I just love camping there. Number 3. We slept in a sea fort and couldn't believe what happened that night. Was we alone? So I met up with Terry, Tony and Ross, and we paddled out on the Medway estuary, and we went all the way around up to Dead Man's Island. We looked at a few wrecks. We had a really good day out on the water. By the end of it, we were absolutely shattered. It was quite a long old paddle. We visited Who Fort and Darnett Fort. We actually thought that we was camping on Who Fort, but we got confused and we were on Darnett. But it was absolutely magnificent. We explored both of the forts. It was such an amazing experience. And yeah, it was spooky. You could say there was a few bumps in the night. Number 2, finding the best green lanes in Wales, part 4. So we published this back in November 2001, and it was part of a 4-part series where we were driving around doing a bit of 4x4 and all the way around Wales. I was really torn about this being my number 1 or my number 2, but I've gone with my number 2. We stumbled across this old lead mine and it was absolutely amazing. We actually managed to get up and park our vehicles on top of the foundations of this old factory building, and we camped on that and it was fantastic. The weather was perfect, and yes, it was very spooky, and yes, there was some strange happenings. But the next day we got up because we actually went into this mine. Sorry about the pronunciation. I think it's pronounced Blanche Glass Mine. We managed to get inside it. We were in there for a good hour wandering around. I did a full documentary on it, so if you want to see it, the link's in the description. And my number 1 camping spot is from my video, Kayak England to the Isle of Wight, and this was published back in July 2018. This was a fantastic day. There was a big group of us in kayaks. We also had a group of us on jet skis. So we paddled from the mainland, Lymington Harbour, across to Fort Victoria, and then we made our way around the coast of the Isle of Wight up to the Needles amusement park. So we went up there on the cable cars, had a beer. It was just a really great experience. But what really did it for me was the location that I had found off of another YouTuber, and there was just this tiny little out the way beach, and it had a pub next to it. So we went to the pub, watched the sunset, and then camped on the beach and woke up to the most beautiful sights in the morning. And this is why this was my number 1 camping spot. I just loved it. It was just such a great adventure. So all of these videos, if you do want to check them out, they're all in the description.
Thanks for watching, sports fans. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And while you're here, why don't you check out some of my other videos?